Each year, over 5,000 men return to Cuyahoga County after being incarcerated. They deserve a second chance.
I came home March 28th, 2011 after doing 18 and a half years. I was 18 years old when I was incarcerated. I was released at the age of 36. Coming home, of course, it was a shock. The world has kept rotating. You go through the first couple of days, maybe even a week, as you ask yourself, is it real? Particularly as an old law inmate, as an inmate who had to see the parole board. After so long of wondering not when you'll get out, but if you would get out. And then getting out, it's surreal. You have to keep pinching yourself.
Incarcerated when I was 19 years old. I did 21 years. It was aggravated murder, aggravated robbery. I was with a gentleman, and that was my downfall. And when guys get out, they have to be very aware of who they hang out with, who they're being around when they do get out, because it can happen in the blink of an eye. We can't go back to old associates or old behavior. Just like they say, insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, thinking that we will get a different result. We can't. We have to go in a new direction. So I put it in my mind to go in a new direction and involve myself with positive people going in the direction in which I want to go.
I was incarcerated at Grafton for about 3 years. I had orientation at Grafton Correctional Institution to be in this program. And they said that they can help me with housing and medication and build a closer relationship with family. So that interests me. And I felt like I wanted to be a part of it. My medication, I'm the type of person that actually needs the medication. Without it, I get into a lot of trouble. I'm usually in jail or in the hospital because of health issues from not taking the medication. And it usually leads to using some form of alcohol or drug. So by me taking my medication, I've been able to do more things than I ever done in my life, which was just stay focused. And by staying focused, I've been able to add certain things in my life, and certain things just been coming together for me.
I got 5 numbers. And on previous incarcerations, they never had programs nowhere near like this. They weren't focused on ex-offenders re-entering society. It was like once they get out the door, they're on their own. These programs came in, you're giving individuals options because there's so many young individuals as well as old in prison, and pride seems to get in everybody's way when it comes to seeking help or getting assistance. It's a person never wants to open up truthfully and fully, and that's something that they need to do, because it took me a while before I came to that conscious decision that in order for me to make life-changing decisions, then I had to be willing to come out and do something different.
A lot of programs, they don't work with guys prior to getting out, but this program, reentry program, has 6 months prior and 6 months after, and that makes a big difference. People need help and support prior to, transitional plans, resumes, those things of those natures is very important. Goal setting and just mapping out in a person's mind down on paper what I'm going to do, A, B, C, D.
At first, I didn't know what to think, like any other person would when someone can promise them things, but the plan that I made for myself wasn't necessarily in order. I wanted to do this without doing this and this without doing that, but with my case manager, I was able to set some goals. I was able to think about what I really wanted to do, and I had someone there to help me. And they said that, everything we talked about would be in private, So everything was confidential, and it's a one-on-one thing. I have a good relationship with my case manager. After about a week, when he came back the next week, and I'm like, wow, this program must really be something.
This program is different because, like I said, I had been in a few programs before, and the counselors and caseworkers that you had never had that hands-on or that reach out or that I don't care what it is, what is snowing, I'm gonna come and get, never had that. And this program has those type of caseworkers that they're gonna go in the gutter with you. They're gonna be there with you, and if they can't do a certain thing for you, they're gonna refer you to somebody who do. So it ain't like a runaround, or they're gonna cut through that red tape. And this is something that I had in other programs. I'm not gonna say they didn't have it. I never gave them a chance to it because they never started with me in prison. You see, I had to come out and go to those programs. You see what I'm saying? And when you get ready to get out and you've been in 2, 3, 4, 10 years, you ain't thinking about going to no program first, but by dealing with you inside, as a pre-release form of a program, that was the niche for me.
The reentry program has allowed me to have supportive services on hand at any time, or just be available to me on the phone, any type of questions that I may need. If I need extra bus passes, clothing, basic shirt, tie, coat, interview materials, I've been able to procure from them, and that's been a great help. Just the little things, and also just the little things is I can call them up and talk to them, about my feelings or what I'm going through. Just having somebody to talk to.
The aftercare is a big aspect of it. You can't say we'll cycle this guy in for 6 weeks or for several months and then do away with him or her. No, you have to have a follow-up. If it's not just if they're done with your direct services, to call a month afterwards, say, hey, how you doing? Where you at with everything? That's very important. Can't go to a case manager expecting to be fathered by a male or mothered by a female. You can't go in there like that. And it actually, one of the things I used to speak about is you'll get more if you come saying, this is what I need and this is what I've done so far to get it. Now, can you help me get the rest of the way? And then more often than not, they'll jump in and help you because they say, oh, okay.
They ask you, what is it that you need? If you do not communicate with a program everything that you need, we talking about everything, from medical, clothes, housing, whatever you need. If you don't voice it, you can't expect anyone to hear you. How can I help you if you're not telling me what exactly you need?
This is my Tri-C student identification card. So I'm really looking forward to continue my education and my educational goals at Tri-C towards my associate's degree in business administration. So I'm looking forward to doing that. The reentry program allowed me to do a lot of the footwork prior to, which was filling out my FAFSA, student aid information, and filling out the application prior to. Excited to start.
Yeah, I have a stable relationship, a committed relationship, and that's important. You need that stability. To have that is one of the beatitudes of life, So yes, a question was asked, what am I doing this weekend? Because the day is Friday, and I'm going to the movies to see a film, my first movie I've ever seen in 3D. And then I'll be doing homework for the rest of the weekend. Maybe a little kissing in between, but mostly homework.
We make excuses, and that's something that I had to come to a conscious decision that I had to stop making excuses. Don't think it's easy when it come out here. It's still gonna be a struggle, it's still gonna be a drive. I look at where I came from and where I am now, and it's 10 times better. I can keep money in my pocket. I ain't got to worry about $18 state pay. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to worry about somebody telling me to stand up, go eat, go use the bathroom when I couldn't. I don't have to worry about that. Police around me every day, all day. I don't have to worry about that. I believe in freedom today.
The program has helped me see my 2-year-old and get closer with him. And so I took my first weekend pass with him. My first time really seeing the 2-year-old from morning to night, then from morning to night again. So it was, I got a lot of sleep in once he fell asleep, you know, but it was fun. We ate good, and he tries to out-eat me, but I don't think he can. I would like to have a house, you know, full-time job, a house, custody of my son, and maybe a nice truck.
No, I think I couldn't sum it up in one. You really can't articulate that. You can't put it in words. You know, you can't put it in words what all this supportive services and everything has, and the people in the program, the counselors and everything, you can't sum that up in one word. I can't.